Thank you. Okay, so my name's Fraser and I play the bagpipes. And I've come here today to tell you all about the pipes. Now, they're a very unique instrument, but the mechanism that makes them work is actually quite simple. So they're made up of the bag, the blowpipe, 3 drones, and a chanter. And the drones and the chanter have a reed attached to them. So this is a woodwind instrument, and the reeds produce the sound. And what we do is we blow into this part here. The bag fills up with air, and once the air comes through the reeds, the bagpipes make a sound. And the bag itself, traditionally it's made out of an animal skin, so a sheep or a goat's skin, but nowadays they're made out of a synthetic material. And yeah, so that's how they make a sound. Oops. And these are some of the tunes that you would normally hear from someone playing the bagpipes. So the marches, the 4/4 marches and the 3/4 marches, the one that I just played there was Scotland the Brave, which I'm sure you all know. These ones you will normally hear, if you've ever been to Highland Games or anything like that, you'll normally hear pipers playing marches in bands because they're nice and easy to march to. Jigs, you'll usually hear them at ceilidhs or parties because they're nice and upbeat songs and people get up and have a wee jig. And slow airs are more atmospheric songs, and you'll usually hear them played at funerals or to maybe create inspiration, so you'll hear them at sports events. If you've ever been to Murrayfield, you'll hear it being played before the rugby matches. And I'm just going to play the Flower of Scotland, which is our national anthem. Thank you. Alright, so these are just a couple of variations on the bagpipes that are not from Scotland. So the one on the left there is called the Northumbrian small pipes, and they're a lot smaller than these ones. They only have 2 drones which go across your chest like that, and they're a lot quieter too. So I don't know if you know what they sound like, but they kind of have a more reedy sound than the pipes. These ones are called uilleann pipes, and these are the national bagpipes of Ireland. And they are blown up not with your mouth, but with a bellows, which you use your other arm to pump air into the bag. And then further away, we've got a Serbian piper and an Italian piper. So bagpipes are all over the world. But where did they actually come from? Anyone want to hazard a guess where the bagpipes come from? Yep. No, they're not actually Scottish. We don't actually know where they came from, but we do know that they are very, very old. They're ancient, in fact. Oops. There is some historical evidence of the ancient Greeks playing the bagpipes. And they played an instrument called, if you can read that there, it says askolos, which means wineskin reed pipe. So we know that the Greeks played it, we know that the Romans played the bagpipes. If anyone knows who Emperor Nero was, do we know? Have we done ancient Rome in history? Well, he was the emperor during the Great Fire of Rome. And legend has it that he stood on his balcony and he played the bagpipes as he watched the city burn to the ground. In more modern history, they've been used as battlefield instruments. The pipes were used mainly to scare the enemy. As you can imagine, they're quite loud, so they might have scared people away. In fact, they're the only musical instrument in history to have ever been described as a weapon of war. And one piper in particular, his name was Mad Bill Mullen. In World War II during D-Day, he stood on the beaches of Normandy and he played Highland Laddie, which is a well-known tune that pipers used to play to march into battle. And 40 years later, he was at a D-Day reunion, and he saw some German soldiers that were on the beach that day, and he asked them, well, why didn't you shoot me? I mean, I was defenseless, why didn't you shoot me? And they said, well, we just thought you were crazy. Like, why waste the bullets? So, the bagpipes have been around for a long time. Oh, thank you.